Mabuhay to my video vlog for Utica Anime-Fest 2025. This is voiceover Al speaking. I'm the person behind Witch Among the Flowers, my art business and namesake for most of my socials. Currently, as I do my voiceover, it is Thursday, 2 days before my two events, Boonville Porch Fest and Utica Anime-Fest Summer 2025. Yes, I double booked myself. Yes, I'm insane. And yes, I am currently sobbing on the inside for my life choices here. But I really wanted to take the opportunity to have another anime con under my belt besides MVCC's TakaCon, and I just have such good feelings about Porch Fest. Let me know in the comments if you want a mini vlog of Porch Fest fees. It would really mean a lot to me if you guys are interested. I believe this is Utica Anime-Fest's first summer event, and I am so excited and nervous to be tabling for this event. I spent the majority of my summer preparing for these two events, especially for the Anime Con. I went to their February event earlier this year, and I was amazed by the number of attendees who came to it. It gave me massive FOMO seeing all the vendors and artists participating, and howdy do was I ecstatic when I found out they were also doing a summer event. So this is how I got myself in this predicament. I'm very fortunate to have my friends Petrie and Danny manning the table over at Porch Fest for Saturday while I'm at the Anime Con, and I'm super grateful to my uncle as my fairy godmother for all of this, plus my partner, who is ride or die going with me as my helper at the con. Thank you all for being my homies. I hope you enjoy this montage of me prepping for the Anime Con, and maybe I'll talk more about my feelings about this event. I literally spent 3 hours trying to laminate and cut paper and just got janked up big time. Shout out to Julie for being a homie and letting me use the printer and laminator for all this time. I'm trying to get signage ready for the Utica Anime-Fest. And boy, is this involved. Also, I should probably eat something more than just a peach today. It's very juicy. But I'll make a montage of me cutting paper on my floor. Wow. Well, it's not paper, it's laminated paper. This peach is so good. I'm grateful for Super Official for my breakfast, a peach and coffee, which is hiding behind me. Boy, I don't feel prepared, and yet this is the most involved work. I'm still swallowing peach skin. This is like the most involved I've been for an event. And I don't know why I'm going harder than I usually do for events. But for some reason I feel like this is going to be a big thing at Utica Anime-Fest. And then Porch Fest is happening the same weekend. So I double booked myself because I hate myself. So shout out to Light Alchemist and Donkey Dan for being my booth buddies at Porch Fest so I can be in 2 places at once. Yeah! I don't know what I'm doing with myself, but enjoy this montage of me getting stuff ready and watching me cut stuff. Prepping for the con, besides signage, there wasn't much to be done. For the most part, it was more of a waiting game than me creating, as I was just expecting my order from Catprint. I did standard delivery, so I personally made a choice of causing myself anxiety. They came precisely at the date that was chosen, and I couldn't be more pleased about my package. Anyway, the main project I needed to do week of the con was to cut my 4x6 prints and sleeve both them in my 11x17s. There was 10 designs I made in total, which 6 of them I was debuting for at Utica Anime-Fest. Check out my Instagram to see most of my illustrations I've done. I'm really proud how they came out, and they're all found out of my own personal favorite series, such as The Legend of Zelda, Apothecary Diaries, and Ranking of Kings. I'm hoping that along with fan art, I also develop more original art in the future. I'm trying really hard to make my art more viable and something I could live off on, which is why it's important to me that I supplement my art career through other means of reaching out to broaden my audience. I've been doing Twitch officially for over a year under Witch Among the Flowers, which has been a real slow process. Not that I'm complaining by any means. I'm ungodly grateful for the connections I've created, whether it's for my constant few regulars in my chat or other artists on the platform. Now I'm trying to further bridge the connection for more people through YouTube, but I'll be honest, this is more for myself and my close friends than anything else. Getting new eyes on my art is a bonus to vlogging. The sound setting on my mic was set to echo, so I'm doing a voiceover to save your ears. We woke up around 5-ish to get ready for the Anime Con, and I thought for a moment that I was going to regret wearing my cosplay, but it wasn't bad setting up at all in it. Also, I'm basically just talking about me being nervous and excited at the same time and hopeful for a good event. Shout out to my boyfriend for being my best partner in crime as we do this con. Setup went really well for me, thanks again to my partner. He's the best helper I've ever had, and I couldn't be any luckier. Truth be told, I also spent the week of prepping by playing around with making mock setups. I had one iteration before the final layout, but it didn't make sense with the volume of inventory I currently have. The old layout I'll have to revisit once I have more designs for both stickers and prints, which is going to be my main goal for the fall and winter. There's not much to say in this segment. Like I said, setup was smooth for me. I can't help but think if there was anything I could change about my whole display, it's that I want more original art. That, and I want to have a setup for more stickers. And nano pins are also one of my goals. However, with how the economy is currently, I think that project is on the back burner. That, and from what I've gathered, there's no company that makes them in the US where I'm from. Now, I could be wrong, so leave a comment if you know any good manufacturers. I also want to change the color of my panels. As lovely as the pink is, it's not my brand colors. Light purple, yellow, and I guess white or black would be more accurate to my branding. Green is also a third color I'm considering. One day I'll finalize my branding colors. organized considering Michael is dying. But here's the back view. Emotional support dragon on top of pretzels. Okay, it is officially the first hour of the con. We almost made it to table, which is a very good sign, which I was worried that I wasn't going to, but hopefully we can make double that. So let's keep pushing the goal forward. So far, everybody's been super nice and everything. The crane machine is very popular. Mega Mike's over here. Yeah. Good times. I'm hoping that while I do this, it makes people come by. That's cool. It's 8-bit.
Oh, nice. Oh, it snaps together. Awesome.
The results are in. Hot pot won by like $2. Amazing. Korean barbecue delicious though, still. We all packed it up and everything, and I have my pack meal here. Thank you guys. After dinner, con dinner at Tai Chi. Not sponsored. Please sponsor me, Tai Chi. Sponsor me. Utica Anime-Fest for the summer was a blast to attend at. Considering this is my second anime convention outside of Mohawk Valley Community College's TakaCon, although it slowed down towards the end of the event, the turnout was really decent. I wish I could have supported other vendors more, but your homies got bills to pay. Ugh. My booth placement didn't hinder sales. In fact, I was across another vendor who was really nice and was selling plushies and blind boxes, which kept our area rather busy. I made friends with some other artists such as Bonnie's Lab, Humble Hammer Brothers, and Golden Morphle. All of them were really talented and cool, and I wish I spent time filming their booth setup. Their booths were stellar, and I should have done my own footage of walking around the con myself as well. If there's any constructive criticism I have for the con, I wish they had a stronger social media presence, which I'm sure they're improving. This is mostly due to the fact I wanted to try to set up a stamp rally, but I didn't know at the time who else was part of the artist alley. Maybe it wasn't in the cards this time, but hopefully in the future I can host my own stamp rally. Otherwise, I think the size of the room we had, the dealers and artists alley, was really nice. I do hope in the future, as they grow, they have more of a distinct dealer's hall and an artist alley. With the size it currently is, I think it makes sense that there's not sections to have artists and dealers separate. However, this is just a nitpick that can't be easily solved without more people participating. As a Central New Yorker, my hope is to see more local events like this in my community, and I'm hoping events like these grow. Anyway, thanks for listening to me yap away. I really hope to make more videos like this in the future, so it would mean the world to me if you can like, comment, and subscribe. Every little bit helps support me, and I like sharing my experiences with everyone. Let me know if there's anything you guys want to see more from me in the comments. See you now. Bye.